recorded this look for you today. I wanted to do something with smoky eye, glitter, and big lashes. Everything that you need for the perfect Valentine's date night. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. I did my eyebrows off camera because I have a video on that already, so go check it out. I'm going to start off with priming my eyelid, and I am using MAC's Paint Pot in Layin Low. And it is always good to prime your eyelids to avoid creasing, and also it is going to help your eyeshadow pop a little more. It's going to create a blank canvas, especially if you have discoloration on your eyelid. I'm just using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush to do this. You can use any brush you'd like. Just use your finger to make sure that there's not an excess of product and it's all smoothed out. So the next thing that I'm going to do is go in with a transition color, and I think transition colors are important because it's going to allow everything to blend in. It's kind of going to melt all of the colors together. I like using a transition color that is close to my skin tone, depending on what kind of shadow I'm doing for the day. And I always use a fluffy brush, a Sigma E40 brush. So I'm going to go in with this palette. I got this from AliExpress. I'll leave the link to where I got it and everything in the description. But I'm gonna go in with somewhat of a natural color close to my skin tone. And I'm going to pop that in my brow bone, right above my crease. Not in my crease, right above my crease. So I'm going to take windshield wiping motions across. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and apply a shadow inside our crease. I'm going to take another fluffy brush. This just says crease on it, so I'm not sure where I got this brush from. But I am going to go in with, I'm not sure, my BH Cosmetic 26 palette. I love this palette. And it was a really good price. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's kind of like a mauve burgundy color with a little bit of sparkle in it. And since it's Valentine's Day, can you really have too much sparkle? I mean, could you? So we're gonna put that in our crease. And to find out where your crease is, I mean, I don't know if you need help finding out. Go ahead and tilt your head back, and it's going to be that indent right there. That's gonna be where you put your crease color. So again, taking windshield wiper motions, we're going to go ahead and put that color in our crease, but we're not gonna go all the way to the corner here. We kind of want to keep it on the outer crease. And not only do windshield wiper motions, but to make sure it blends in good, you can go and do a small circular motion as well. Okay, and now we are going to switch. Okay, so we switch palettes, going back into that AliExpress palette. And I am going to deepen the crease a little bit with this dark brown color here. Using the same brush. And this time we're just going to pat it into the outer V. Going to take a Sonia Kashuk. This is the number 28, and we are going to take this cream color here, and we are going to pack that on our lid because we're going to do glitter. So this is going to be kind of like the base of that glitter color, and we're just going to pack that right on the lid. Brown color that we used, and just to make sure those two colors blend in together, just gonna lightly go on top of that. Now for the fun part, the glitter. First, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. glitter primer. And I'm going to take, I don't know what I'm going to take. I'm going to find a brush for that. Okay, I'm going to take this e.l.f. concealer brush. I put that primer on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to dab my brush in and just apply it to the area that I want the glitter. And we're just going to use the glitter on the first half of our lid, whatever you want to say it. And the glitter that I'm using is from Wet n Wild. It is their Mega Sparkle, and this is in white icing. Ah! And that's how you get glitter everywhere. So we're gonna put our brush in the glitter and just press it down in that area that we put the glitter primer. I always do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation and everything because I'm messy and I know there's going to be fallout, especially when you're doing glitter, so it's easier just to wipe all that fallout out without foundation on. So I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for my crease. Goodness, I have glitter everywhere. Pack it back on the lid to kind of have more of a transition color between the glitter and that. Okay, this has turned into a voiceover because while I'm recording, the world just wants to be loud. So we're gonna take our new favorite primer, the Nivea Postman's Shave Balm, and just rub a thin layer into your skin. You want to rub it in until you start it to feel a little bit tacky, and that's when you know the magic is ready to happen. We are next going to take our Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, and this is going to just help smooth out those pores and also make sure that we don't become a grease ball by the end of the day. So I'm just patting that into the areas where I have larger pores and where I know I get greasy fast, which is in my T-zone area. Next, we're going to take our color corrector from LA Girl. This is their orange color. It's just the same formula as their concealer. So it's a really creamy formula, and this is just going to help cancel out any darkness that you have. And I have a little, I don't know if it's a bite or a pimple, but it's pretty big. So, so yeah, we're just going to put that in all of the areas where we have a little bit of discoloration. And next I am going to take a brush from BH Cosmetics. This is their large pencil brush, and I just dampened it a little bit because I feel like it blends out better once it's damp. So I'm just going to take that and dab it in. This is the only dabbing I do. I actually seen that on Instagram. I didn't make it up, guys, but yeah. So we're just going to dab that everywhere we put that orange corrector. Now we're going to take our next favorite item, which is the Revlon Colorstay 24-Hour Wear Foundation. I am in the color 400, which is caramel, and I put that on the back of my hand, and with my beauty blender, I'm once again going to dab on y'all. I'm so funny, I know. And I'm just going to put that everywhere. I'm going to apply a thin layer. This foundation is really buildable. So you want to apply a thin layer and then build wherever you need. Don't just go in like heavy from the jump, okay? You want to take your damp beauty blender, and the reason you want it to be damp is because if it's dry, it's going to absorb all of your product and waste all of your money. So make sure it's a little damp. Don't make it soaking wet, y'all. Just don't. It shouldn't be dripping water. So just dab that into the skin, and it is going to just make your foundation look so skin-like and so flawless and so natural. Next, I am going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Biscuit, and I am going to apply this to the areas that I want to highlight. Foundation is going to create a blank canvas. It's going to even out your skin, and now you're going to highlight and conceal, which is going to help bring out or enhance areas that the sun naturally hits your face. So when I apply this, I apply it from the under eye down to my cheekbone area, and this is just going to help when you blend it out. It's going to make it look seamless and smooth. There's not going to be a line of demarcation where you can see your foundation from your concealer. It's going to just make it look seamless. So I'm going to put this on my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin, like I said, where the sun would naturally hit your face. Going back with my beauty blender and just stippling, dabbing, whatever you want to call it, back into the skin. You don't want to rub because that is going to wipe away your foundation. I'm sorry, your concealer. You just want to melt this into your skin. So that's why the beauty blender is so awesome. And take your time when you're doing this. I mean, there's no need to rush unless you're in a rush, and then maybe you shouldn't be doing this if you're in a rush. But blending is so important. You want to make sure everything is just blended out. And I'm even going to go in next with my foundation brush, which I didn't use a foundation brush today, but yeah. I'm going to just stipple and buff out the area where my concealer starts, just to make sure that you can't see where it starts and where it ends. So blending out is so important. Next, I'm going to go in with my Sasha Buttercup Setting Powder, and I believe the only place that you can get this right now is from sashacosmetics.com. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. So I am going to go in with my beauty blender again and just press that into my skin. This is called cooking, baking, setting, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. There's so many names for it. But I'm just going to press this into my skin, and this is just going to help your concealer. It's going to set it. It's going to help it not move. And I feel like once you are pressing it into the skin, it also is going to create this like airbrush like finish. It's just, I mean, if you don't have a good setting powder, if you don't have any setting powder, I recommend that you get one. It's just going to make the world of difference. And lately I've been preferring a setting powder over a pressed powder. I don't know why. I mean, I guess you just find things that you like and you stick to it for a little while until you get something new. Now I'm going to take my foundation stick from Black Opal. This is in Black Walnut, and I'm going to use this to contour. Contouring is adding structure to your face. It's adding dimension to your face. I'm putting it in my hollows of my cheeks, underneath my chin and my jawline, and also I'm going to contour my nose. And the reason you put this on your jawline is if you have a double chin, it's going to create a shadow to make it look like you don't have a double chin. I do it because I have a long face and I feel like it kind of shortens my face. Going to once again spray my brush just because I feel like once it's damp, it's going to help it blend out a little better. So I am going to buff it out and do small little circular motions. You don't want to do swiping motions because you don't want this to be harsh. You want this to be very subtle. I had to take that earring off because it was getting in the way. To use a smaller brush just to make sure I can really blend out that nose contour. This is the contour area that you really want to make sure you blend in really good, because there is nothing like walking down the street and being able to see lines on your nose. Like, it's not cute. So make sure you blend that in really good. Now I'm going to go in with a large stippling brush and just wipe away any extra powder that might still be there. Now I'm going back in with my setting powder, and I'm just going to place this over my laugh lines. When you like to smile and laugh and you're a happy person, you're just gonna have laugh lines. No, I don't know. But yeah, so this is just going to help your foundation not separate in this area, or where you have any fine lines. Adding just a little extra powder is just gonna help with that. So I'm gonna let that powder cook or bake while I go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. And I am going to set the cream contour with a powder contour. If you have dry skin, this is actually a step that you can skip, but since I know that I'm going to get oily throughout the day, I'm always going to apply powder to anywhere that I use cream or liquid or anything. Once again, you want to do circular motions. You don't want to just go back and forth. That's just going to create a harsh line. So I did my lashes and liner off camera because I have to concentrate a little bit with that. And I am wearing the Vegas Nay Grand Glamour lashes. And I mean, these lashes are everything. Going back in with that same eyeshadow palette that we used for our crease, we're taking the same color and going to smoke out our lash line. And we want to make sure that's blended, so I'm going to take a brush that has no product and just blend all of that out. Now I'm going to take a matte white color and just put that in the inner corner of our eye just to highlight that area. I'm also going to go into the 24 karat, I think, from the Anastasia palette, the highlight, and just apply that over just to add a little bit more sparkle. Then we're going to take our L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, which is really the best mascara ever. Like, $9 for mascara for me is like crazy, but this mascara is really worth it. So our laugh line has been baked and cooked and is now ready to be wiped away. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX setting spray. This is their matte flat setting spray. And I'm covering up my eyeliner because I worked too hard for it to be washed away. So now we're going to go ahead and fluff the fro and move on to our favorite, which is highlight. Like, who does not want to shine bright like a diamond? And on Valentine's Day, hopefully you get diamonds. I'm hoping I get diamonds. Just applying that highlight to the top of our cheekbones, to our nose, and also to our Cupid's bow. Next, we are going to take Wet n Wild's Mauve Out of Here and apply that pinky mauve color to the lips. And I'm also going to surprise y'all and do another color just in case y'all are not for the pink. Everybody doesn't like pink, but I do. And for the second option, it is also a Wet n Wild matte lipstick, my favorite lipsticks ever, and they're only $1.99. This is in Bare It All, and I also added Forever 21's High Shimmer Gloss and Bubblegum over that. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed creating this look for you, so I hope you like it. Don't forget to thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey! And don't forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye!